This is 20 minutes till dawn. I downloaded this game because I saw it recommended on Rock Paper Shotgun, which is kind of my go-to website for telling me what indie games are cool. They connected this a little bit to Vampire Survivors, which I know I enjoyed, and so that made me think I was probably going to like it, but I have not played it before, so we're going to be discovering this together. Okay, so it looks like there's a bunch of unlockable characters that I can play, but only one of them is unlocked at first, Shauna, and Shauna's got a revolver. Also, the only thing that's unlocked right now. So that makes things simple. Standard versus quick play. You get XP faster, but you only have to live 10 minutes. Versus this one where you live 20 minutes. Well, let's play. I mean, this game is called 20 Minutes Till Dawn, so let's play standard mode. See what that's like, and then... Oh, I can... Okay, once I've played through, I can upgrade the darkness. That sounds exciting. I should mention, by the way, that Ranithcord and Zach of Mars and Sarah are all watching me. It's good to have you all in the chat. Okay, so we are shooting octopuses. And it looks like... Okay, I've got this little bar above my head. I'm not sure what that bar is doing exactly. It seems like it's reloading? But why would I be reloading a revolver after every shot? And it does seem like if I fire... Okay, no. Oh, my head is concealing part of the HUD. Let me move my head. Okay, so up there, I've got up to 6 bullets at a time. Oh, and it looks like... Okay, so every time I stop... This is what they're doing. They're eliminating a reload button by basically attempting to reload every time I stop firing. So I never have to hit the reload button manually. Just every time I stop firing, they try to reload. And if I let that bar fill up, then I get back to full capacity. But if I just keep firing in rapid fire, then I'll exhaust. Like right here, I've exhausted it. Now I can't fire until it completes. Well, that's nice and simple. And I do appreciate the fact that my reload meter is like right there in the middle of the screen where it's really easy to see what's going on. Okay, so can we gather these guys around the explosive guy? There we go, that was nice. But I really like the sort of like, this isn't really the classic sort of old school PC 4-color color scheme. This isn't really CGA. It actually has significantly more colors than CGA, but it's trying to evoke that sort of CGA vibe, which is really, it gives it really sort of a striking appearance. By the way, I've noticed that some more people have showed up in the chat, but I kind of have to, what is, oh, can I shoot trees? I don't know, I can shoot trees. That looks like a mean tree. Ooh, and there's little, oh, have I been dropping little experience orbs that I need to pick up? Oh, hello. Okay, so now I can choose an upgrade. Frost Mage, which means I can freeze about 1/3 of the enemies I shoot. Power Shot, which means my bullet damage goes up and it does more knockback. And it looks like these things unlock other things cyclically? That's interesting. Okay, so bullet speed faster, spread less. Oh, that's okay, so more precision. Pickup range. You know, I think let's actually go with Frost Mage just because it's the weirdest one. We'll see what it looks like. Okay, so the enemy's getting cased in an ice cube. That's kind of cool. But it doesn't look, because there's so many enemies, I think that maybe if I had something that fired more rapidly, it would feel more meaningful. I'm just trying to shoot this tree because I'm curious if I can actually destroy it. Okay, there we go. Oh, that was nice. I wonder if at some point these trees are gonna like wake up. I'm gonna have to fight them. It's almost like Chekhov's tree eyeball. Okay, here we go. So, okay, Frostbite. When an enemy is afflicted with freeze, they lose some extra hit points. Okay, so I could do that, or, ooh, rapid fire. Okay, let's go rapid fire, because I feel like that would really complement the freezing thing, because I get more cracks at it. Like, these enemies... Go collect some of this stuff. These enemies only freeze on like a third of my shots, and so firing more rapidly would help with that. Though it looks like, because I have to reload so frequently, I can't really maintain that for very long. I'm collecting a huge pile of enemies that are just chasing after me. Oh, wait, whoa, what's this guy? Ah, oh. So these guys are kind of like bloaters. Like, I can get close to them, and that will trigger them. And, but I can still, like, escape them after they get triggered. So anyway, sorry that I can't keep up with the chat right now. It's like looking away and reading something feels like it would be kind of a disaster. Yeah, so far, I think I'm disappointed by my choice of Frost whatever. The freezing ability isn't really helping me that much. But I don't know that the alternatives would have helped me much more. And part of the problem is, you know what, because I'm constantly retreating from the enemies, I'm not going back and getting my experience very often. I should do that. I should try to follow a path that lets me, like, oh yeah, like right up there. These clusters of experience. Ice shard. When shooting your last ammo, also shoot 3 additional ice shards that inflict freeze. Okay, versus magic lens. Give, oh, okay, so I get a magic lens that I can shoot through to do more damage and stuff. Ghost friend, who shoots things. Okay, double shot. Ooh. Okay, double shot seems nice. Because, again, like, magnifying how frequently I'm able to hit something with a bullet will make my... Wait a minute. Okay, good, yeah. Each of them only does cost 1 ammo. Good. I was worried about that. Like, oh no, if it costs 2 ammo, it's not going to help me at all. But yeah. So again, like, I think, basically, I made this one choice at the beginning to go with the Frost thing, and then I keep making choices meant to try to make the Frost thing more valuable. But none of them are really making that much of a difference. Though, individually, they still, I mean, they're not making that much difference in the value of the Frost thing. They are actually valuable independently. Like, the fact that I'm shooting and hitting twice as many enemies right. Oh, what are you? Yeah. Oh, gosh. Okay. You know what? Ah, I failed. Oh, gosh. Okay. I failed to effectively deal with the other red outlined enemy. Do I have the ability to dodge or anything, or do I just have to keep moving? Okay, I guess if I move laterally... Ow! 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 Wait, oh, my health. What is my health? Oh, my health is these little hearts up in the upper left corner. Okay, so I'm in trouble now. I genuinely have no idea. Okay, I can't move laterally unless I got a lot of room. I have no idea how much health this guy has. Like, how much damage do I need to... Oh, and I'm dead. Okay, okay. That's okay. That's okay. We're learning how this works. Let's try again. And this time, make better choices. Oh, but before I go, let's see what people have been saying in the chat. Oh, Zakumar says it shows on my cursor how many shots I have left. I didn't catch that. Let me look at that once we get started again. Tandalente says, this game seems like Vampire Survivors with less weapons. Yeah, so it seems like they're doing augmentations of my current weapon rather than just adding weapons the way that Vampire Survivors does. That's right. Oh yeah, so quote me if Yakuza shows up and says, is this your first time playing? And like, yes, this is my first time playing. That was my very first round. This is my second round. So let's see if we can do a little bit better this time. It seems like I should probably focus a little bit more on bosses. Because I had one boss just sitting there that I was ignoring for a while until another boss came up. Oh, you're right. I wasn't even looking at the fact that I had a number next to my... It's so weird how, like, tunnel vision I can get when I'm playing a game. Like, if I'm not specifically thinking about a particular thing, it's very easy for me to just miss it. So, yeah, I hadn't even been noticing the fact that I had a number next to my crosshair telling me how many bullets I have. How did I miss that? I guess, oh, it's because I was looking at the character. The character has got the reload meter on top of them. And so I was watching the character and not the other thing. Okay, so I can have faster bullet speed. Let's not do Frostmate this time. Oh, whoa. Vision range increased, and all enemies within my vision range take 25 damage every 2 seconds. I don't know what the scale of damage is. How much is 25 damage? Let's try this one. Okay, so I'm doing 20 damage per hit. So 25 is a lot. But what does it count? What counts as my vision range? Is it just is it the central circle? Yeah, it looks like it's just the central circle. Okay, well, that's doing a lot, actually. It's killing enemies much more frequently than I was doing with the gun. Oh! Wait a minute. So this is... Okay, so this is just telling me what else I'll unlock if I unlock this thing, maybe, or whatever. Okay, max HP +1, that seems good. Double shot seems good. I liked that last time. Pyro Mage. Burning for 3 damage a second. Let's try that one. See if I like that better than I like the freeze. The question is, okay, enemies that are killed by my area effect here. It does, okay, they do drop experience. I was worried that maybe there would be some downside. One thing to note, by the way, every time I fire, my character stops for a second. And so, like, because ideally, you know, like in Vampire Survivors, you don't manually fire. Your character's just constantly firing. And because, you know, in that game, there was no advantage to not be firing. Like, why would you ever not be firing? You should always be trying to destroy as many enemies as possible. And so why even leave that up to the player? Just have them constantly fire. Magic dagger that seeks enemies out. Versus damage of glare is doubled. Let's do that. Let's just lean harder into glare. That should kill these guys in one go. Yeah, it does. So this, okay, interesting. This is motivating me to stay closer to the enemies. Oh, but anyway, I'm saying, like, so in this game, unlike Vampire Survivors, they give me the ability to manually control when I fire, but then they make sure there are reasons why that decision is interesting. Like, they set it up so that, number one, I can dodge enemies much more easily if I'm not firing. So I have to decide whether to be firing or not to control my speed. But then the other... Ooh, Intense Burn. Every second shot called down lightning? Okay, yeah, sure, why not? Okay, so yeah, this is very much like Vampire Survivor. So even though technically I'm just firing a single weapon, the powers that they're assigning to that weapon are so outlandish that they do feel almost like separate weapons. But anyway, yeah, so not only do I need to sort of control my speed by controlling when I'm firing, wait, what was the other thing? Oh, but also, like, the rate at which I reload is something that I have to think about, too. Okay, so oh! It can refill my ammo sometimes on Lightning Strike. So every second shot, so basically 3 times each magazine, I'll have a 1 in 5 chance to automatically refill my ammo. So that basically kind of expands my magazine overall, at kind of a random rate. I want to try this lens, though. Okay, so if I can shoot enemies in the direction of the lens, that makes it more powerful, but how frequently the enemies are actually in the direction of the lens, that's actually not, they're not in the direction of the lens that often. The enemy I want to shoot isn't often in the direction of the lens, and so this is, I imagine there are probably ways to upgrade this lens to maybe make it wider or something so that it's more, yeah, because, like, the question of which enemy, what direction I want to shoot is so much more about the enemies than it is about my own circumstances. Vision range is increased, and the damage from glare also applies to the on-hit effect. Oh, applies the on-hit effects of my bullets. Okay, so things like burn will happen to enemies within my glare, and my glare is bigger. Okay, cool. Oh, here's that boss. So let's see if we can actually kill this boss before the next boss shows up. Oh, we got him, and he's got a treasure chest. Cool. Unfortunately, I don't have... Oh, I appreciate the fact that because I've got this glare thing, I don't necessarily, like, even when I'm just running away from enemies, I'm still damaging them. Especially when I'm going to tight spaces. Problem is, I need to lead them away from that treasure chest so that I can actually go back and get it. Because right now, if I'm just orbiting the treasure chest, they're just staying on top of it all the time. Okay, yeah, so this lens is saying that basically about 1/6 of the time I do extra damage. But I'm, like, what direction I want to shoot has very little to do with where the lens is. When lightning oh, this is the refill ammo thing. Igniting lens. I already have inflict burn on hits, so that's not a big deal. Okay, extra damage and knockback. It's boring, but unequivocally good. So we're just gonna grab that. So there is my treasure chest. What is it? Quick learner. Oh, great. I just got a bunch of experience real fast. Oh, okay, yes. So that, I just made my glare even more powerful. I'm doing much better this time around. Oh! Tandalense is pointing out that if I'm constantly orbiting clockwise around the crowd, that's going to make my use of the lens more valuable. That's true until the lens gets off center for me. Then it's doing the... I guess it's still fine, but yeah, it almost extends the length. Not only does it extend the length of time that the lens is useful, it also extends the length of time that the lens is not useful when it's misaligned. Double shot. I did like double shot before. Let's do double shot. Oh, here comes the evil deer, or whatever this thing is. So I need to always be moving laterally and not shooting when that thing is charging. Okay. At first I was worried that I wouldn't... Like, I wished that I had, like, a dodge maneuver so that I could avoid those, but I actually do. It's just moving normally without shooting. When shooting your last ammo, also shoot 10 additional bullets in a circle for less damage. Or fire starter. Every 5th shot launch a fireball. Okay, yes, we're doing this, obviously. Okay. Oh, man, glare got me out of that one. Got him! What is it? A Tome of Summoning. Oh, okay, so these are upgrades that have costs to them. Okay, so all my elemental stuff goes up, but my damage goes down. My bullets bounce, but they do less damage, and I have less hit points. Summon, so I don't have a summon, really. So let's... I could just leave without any of these, but I kind of want to do at least one of them. Let's do bullet bounce. I'm not sure. Does it mean the bullet bounces from enemy to enemy? Minus 25% isn't that bad, especially because I got glare making up the difference. And I haven't been hit yet, so max XP minus 1 doesn't feel too bad either. Okay, yeah, so the bullets bounce off the enemies that they hit and potentially hit other enemies, so they're kind of unaimed. What is going on, by the way, with this wall enclosing on me? Oh, okay, thank you for going away. I don't know what that was about exactly. I thought it was about to do with the boss, but... Okay, so... I could... Okay, here's an interesting thing. Spread minus 15. It's in red text because it's negative, but reducing spread is actually positive a lot of the time. That's actually something we had to work on in State of Decay 2. We had to make sure that when the negative version of a buff was actually helpful to the player, we had to invert how its color was shown so that you could tell that it was a positive even though it had a negative sign next to it. So I can increase burn damage. I kind of want to see what Fanfire looks like and how often I incur it. Because I haven't really been paying attention how often I have to stop to reload. And so each time I stop to reload... Okay, so actually, tying things to the moment that I am forced to reload is actually kind of neat because it sort of makes me want to empty the magazine. instead of wanting to just sort of like parcel out my shots. It changes the way that I think about. There we go. Okay, for a couple of times, my bouncing shots have looked dangerous to me, and I've like tried to avoid them when they're just my shots. I'm glad that the enemies, it seems like the enemies, when they have projectiles, I've only seen a couple of projectiles from the enemies. It seems like they're always red, and mine are always white. So I should be able to recognize them if I'm smart. Now, the question of whether I'm smart is, you know, an open one. Shoot an additional bullet behind you. Summon an electro bug that calls down lightning to strike 2 nearby enemies. Igniting lens. Oh, the lens. Yeah, I don't need that one. Okay, so we got 2 summons here. I like this one, Splitfire, but I kind of want to try a summon just because I haven't done one before. I don't know how they work. Okay, so it orbits me, and it periodically fries a couple of enemies. And so if I'd taken that upgrade to my summons, that's what it would have been affecting. Oh, the eyeball. That's the one that's shooting the stuff. Okay, so it's shooting the projectiles. Okay, so I'm going to try to get around these guys and go back up my path to collect all this experience. This dynamic of, like, shooting the crowd of enemies but not being able to get into the crowd to get my experience, that's a very familiar part of Vampire Survivor, so it's interesting. I can see why people are comparing this game, even though there's a lot of top-down shooters in the world, I can see why they're comparing this game to Vampire Survivor. It's got a very similar vibe to it. Okay, so I've got a protection thing, another protection thing. Let's do this renewable protection thing. So I get a holy shield, so the first time I take damage with the shield on, the damage doesn't count, but the shield goes away, and it doesn't come back for another 2 minutes. And 2 minutes is a long time. In a game that ostensibly only lasts 20 minutes, though I haven't gotten to the end, I don't know if that's how it works. I could only potentially have this 10 times over the course of the entire game, and probably a lot less than that. But given that I only have 4 hit points at the beginning, you know, being protected from damage, oh, there it goes, it would have hit me. Being protected from damage 10 times is actually kind of a big deal. Okay, so now, 2 minutes from now, provided I survive that long, it looks like the enemies are coming from more different directions at once, or are they just coming in larger numbers? I can't tell. Divine Blessing. Increase reload rate and move speed by 25% while Holy Shield is active. Oh, interesting. Call down lightning to strike a random target. While Holy... So I've got a bunch of stuff for while Holy Shield is active, but I've already just lost my shield for now. Okay, now I can... Okay, a lot more bullets are coming off me now. Freeze seems like it means more when there's just a million bullets coming off me. Yeah, see this? This is when I want freeze. It's when I'm like shooting like 10 radial bullets off my body every whatever amount of time. Okay, please glare, please kill enough of these guys that I can break through. Yeah, because they're coming from all directions at all times, I'm actually having a lot of trouble feeling like I've gotten 3 of them. Oh, something hit me. Crap. Okay. Let's... Oh, notice that, by the way, that my glare, because of one of the upgrades I grabbed, my glare is also applying freeze to things. Because anything my bullets do, the glare also does. Okay, so... Oh, Fusillade. Reduces bullet damage, but I get more projectiles, more spread. It doubles my base projectiles. Okay, let's do that. So, okay, so I already had 2 from one thing, and now I've got 4. I love it when the upgrades build on each other, so you can kind of min-max. So this would have taken me up to 2 shots if I hadn't already picked the shot doubler. Again, I'm so sorry that I'm not keeping up with the chat, but I can't imagine glancing away from the screen. I guess I should, you know what I should be doing? Whenever it's time for me to pick an upgrade, I should be reading the chat. Sorry about that. I'm just excited. This game is fun. plow our way through a weaker zone of enemies here. But I want to circle back, try to pick up any XP that I lost. Because even though I'm mostly shooting forward instead of shooting back, like shooting back like this is at the main crowd is a way to make a lot of experience appear, but it's also a way to make it appear at a place I can't reach it. Plowing forward means I pick up all the XP, but just it's less dense. Okay, so I've got my shield back, so those shield things might feel more valuable now. Enemies explode into 3 bullets when killed. They're weak bullets, but yeah, I'll take it, especially considering how many effects I've got on my bullets now. Just having a greater variety, like a greater number of bullets out in the world. Feels like... by the way, I love how bullet size indicates damage. Like, I'm firing these big bullets out of myself, but then we've got these little bullets that are coming off the enemies, and I can really tell there's a damage difference there. And look, you know what I did? I just chose an upgrade, and I didn't read the chat because I'm bad at my job. I actually kind of like the way that the fanfire effect really helps me realize when I'm reloading. Okay, I'm gonna stop and look at the chat. Okay, let's see here. Oh yeah, quote me if Yakuza was pointing out that the sort of the curses that the sort of curse things that I picked up from the boss were optional. I didn't have to pick one, which is important because I could imagine a world where I don't want any of the downgrades that those things offer. That's true. Rediscore points out that lower spread can be worse if you want to hit many enemies in a horde. So me treating it like it's a good thing isn't always going to be accurate. That is true. So yeah, so I can see, yeah, so it does make sense for them to treat it like it with red text, and then you can kind of decide if you think it's good for you or not with the given build you've got. Oh, Mr. Xbox Series S wants to know if there's a release date for update 30 on State of Decay 2. Not one that I can announce. Sorry about that. So my fire rate goes up. Additional bullet behind me. I wonder if this is also going to be doubled. Let's see. Okay, it looks like the behind bullet is not doubled. It's not considered my main bullet. It gets doubled by the doubling effect. So that's good to know. Like, I could have seen that going either direction. It's interesting to sort of see the way it works under the hood. So it looks like when I hit a tree with a bullet, the tree, I mean, I can't tell if the trees are ever actually breaking. I've never noticed one breaking. But they are at least bouncing the bullet the way that a normal target does. So they are being treated like normal targets in a lot of ways, if not in every way. Again, I don't know if they've got health or not. I've never seen one. I've never noticed one collapsing. Oh, crap, lost my shield. Well, I'm glad that I didn't build my entire build around my character having an amazing shield, because now I've got 2 minutes before I'll have it back. Yeah! Oh, barely dodged the projectile there. Okay, so quote me if Yakuza says that when I'm stronger, I can break them. I just can I wear them down over time? Like, if I really cared about destroying a particular tree, could I do it, or do I have to be fundamentally stronger before I can even really impact them at all? Oh gosh, it feels like they're surging on me now, and it feels like everything's got more hit points than it used to. Like, a lot of these enemies look the same as they always have. Oh gosh, okay, problem. Move speed, fire rate. Summon an egg that will hatch into a dragon in 3 minutes. I don't get the impression I'll be alive in 3 minutes, but let's try it anyway, because why not, right? I love the idea that, like, I'm making this long-term investment in what might be very powerful, but I have to actually live for 3 minutes before it'll happen. And given that I just got hit twice in rapid fire and lost a lot of my hit points, I'm not feeling hopeful that this is gonna happen. Oh, come on, just let me survive. Oh, no. Oh, I got killed. I got killed. But, man, look at all this stuff I collected. Oh, okay. I probably have time for one more of these before I have to go to a meeting. Oh, okay. Oh, it just occurred to me. I've been clicking discreetly for each shot. I don't have to do that. I can hold down the trigger. And it just means that my character is sort of, yeah, fires at the highest possible rate. And so the thing that this, by holding it down, I don't have nearly as much control over my speed. Like, I'm kind of committing to moving as slowly as possible while firing. Whereas if I'm firing, now I'm firing discreetly. Now I get to sort of be a little bit faster on average. So one thing I'm very curious about is what it takes to unlock the other weapons. I'm imagining victory is probably a requirement. Like, I'm betting that if I actually managed to survive for 20 minutes. Oh, Dragon Egg. Okay, cool. Yes, that's grabbing that early in the game feels way more valuable than grabbing it late in the game. Yeah, so this is, my guess is that the unlockable characters and the unlockable weapons are probably based on me succeeding for 20 minutes. And if I never do that, then I probably won't unlock anything. But that's just a guess. I'm betting that Quote Me If Yakuza could tell me that. Oh, okay. So Quote Me If Yakuza says actually you unlock cash by playing the game, whether you win, whether you actually get to 20 minutes or not, and you can buy upgrades. You can buy those permanent upgrades. Okay, or at least those unlocks. Okay, that makes sense too. So now that I'm, so I've got Holy Shield there. And early on in the game, I might be able to make that more valuable. But actually, now that I'm holding down the button, Rapid Fire might actually feel more valuable. Yeah, I think Rapid Fire was not as valuable when I was doing discrete shots. But now that I'm holding the button down, it is actually making a bigger difference. It's interesting how I'm like, now that I'm not doing discrete shots, I'm kind of getting into this rhythm where I'm like anticipating at what point I'll be able to sort of dodge. Oh, crap. That wasn't cool. Yeah, so I think if I had been firing discreetly... Oh, I'm doing a terrible job right now. Okay. What have we got? We get Ghost Friend. I haven't done Ghost Friend yet. Let's do Ghost Friend. Like, it takes me a second. Like, for some reason, when I'm firing continuously, it takes me a second to register that I should let go of the trigger in order to move quickly. Like, I feel this weird compulsion to complete the magazine for some reason. I'm not sure why that is, but it means that I'm not as effective. You know what else is a problem for me? This egg is so huge, it's making me think that's where I'm standing. And so, like, I keep kind of getting a little too close to the enemies because I think I'm where the egg is. Because I'm mostly watching the enemies with my eyes, And so, so I'm looking at myself out of the corner of my eye, and I'm seeing the egg more than I'm seeing myself. Okay, so... Oh, so my Ghost Friend will aim towards stuff that I aim at, and summon damage goes up in general, which means that my dragon will also be more powerful when it comes out. Okay, let's just move around real quick, try to get a bunch of XP, and then, oh, boss. There we go. Deliberately targeting the explosive guy. Try to get through everybody. Let's just lead everyone on a merry chase so I can try to get back to where all this XP is, all this delicious XP. And Rubber bullets, they bounce, but the damage is less. Glare. Oh, I could get glare. I really liked glare. Vengeful Ghost. 2 additional perspective. Ooh, summon attack speed going up. Again, that'll probably help with the dragon too when the dragon shows up. Yes, La Coalición, I saw your video. I don't know if that counts as breaking my game again, because you just broke it in the same way that you've broken it before many times. So I don't think you broke it again. I think you just kept breaking it in the same old way. All right, there we go. I can definitely see, when I'm firing rapid fire like this, I can definitely see the advantage of tightening spread. Oh, I got a dragon now. Okay, okay, this is nice. I think I need the Holy Shield now, because I've taken this damage. This sort of unnecessary damage. Okay, this dragon is awesome. I think he's probably better too, specifically because I picked up all of those ghost upgrades that I think apply to any summon. Oh gosh, stay away from me. Try to orbit these guys, come back to where a lot of my XP was. Oh, yes. Oh, I didn't even realize I'd taken this guy out. Hey there, Steve-O. Yes, let's increase my experience gain. Power shot. Okay, I do like power shot. I wonder if that bullet damage applies to the ghost bullets too. Divine Wrath is the lightning periodically. Didn't really love the lens. And my glare goes up. Oh no, oh no, did I even... I didn't pick glare before, did I? Let's keep not picking glare, but let's get power shot. Just because glare was so central to my strategy last time, it makes me want to do something different. Reload rate and fire... Ooh, Trained Dragon. It gains attack speed every 60 seconds? Sure, let's make the dragon fire faster and faster. Of course, 60 seconds means it's got 15 upgrades, so it's going to go up by 150% over time. Presuming I live that long. I keep hearing this little... Oh yeah, I think... I'm hearing the sound of myself... Oh gosh! This guy. Okay. Oh, whoops. Oh gosh, this is going very badly for me. I'm sucking so much, and I'm dead. Okay. Okay. I died faster that time than last time, but I died with exactly 20 minutes left before my next meeting. So I technically can do this again. And I think people will forgive me for being barely on time or slightly late for my meeting if it meant I got to win this. But chances are you're not going to see me win this right now. Chances are I'm probably going to have to keep playing this for a while to get good enough at it to actually beat the thing. Okay, so what I'm doing now, just... A lot of this is just about my own psychology. It's not really about techniques for how to play the game well. But like, the fact that I was having trouble sort of being careful enough with my movement speed versus my fire speed. Basically what I'm doing now is I'm letting go of the trigger every time my character reloads, hopefully to help myself, like give myself permission to let go earlier if I need to let go earlier. Okay, let's definitely grab the dragon egg. Seems like a really good early grab. Because the danger that I'm in right now by not having an immediately useful upgrade is very low. Whereas later on in the game, choosing an upgrade that might not even last me. That might not even manifest because I get killed before it's ready. That just feels like a questionable decision late in the game. And also it gives me more time to sort of upgrade the dragon. These little octopi. Yeah! Okay. Let's go down here and just rapidly collect a bunch of these. Whew. Okay, so quote me if Yakuza says that the ghost bullet damage will go up with any other bullet damage stuff that I apply. Just bullets or bullets, which is cool. Okay, so Trained Dragon is good. Yeah, actually, this feels like a good one to pick early, even though both of the upgrades I've chosen have had no immediate effect. It's fine. It's early in the game. I can handle not having any immediate effect. Ah. Just tripped the bloater there. Oh, gosh. I was trying to blow up the blowy-uppy guys, but I keep getting one shot at them, but not enough shots to blow them up. There. Ooh, nice little chain reaction there. That was fun. Okay, yeah, so when I force myself to let go every time I reload, that means that I have a tendency to consciously let go even early. And because every time I let go of the trigger, my character reloads, I'm just sort of like setting my own pace now. And I've got more control over my movement than I had when I was just trying to hold it down all the time. Okay, yeah, I think this strategy is working for me. Aged Dragon gains 8 damage every 60 seconds. Yeah, you know what? I'm just going all in on the freaking dragon. At some point, I'm gonna have to choose an upgrade that's not about the dragon. This is kind of stupid, but whatever. They just keep dangling dragon stuff in front of me. What can I do? I wonder if they, like, give extra priority to upgrades to things you already have versus fresh new stuff. Okay, yeah, so I have been hitting a lot of things without sticking around. So I think this... Yeah, it's like that problem I keep having where... Oh, there we go. Where I'll hit an explosive guy once, but I won't keep hitting him. And so he'll just sit there, half killed. That goes away with the burning thing. Not completely goes away, but it means that, you know, I'm more likely to do damage over time to him, which means that he'll eventually explode, even if I don't actually hit him twice. Okay, so... I'm gonna try... There. That was nice. Man, when does this freaking dragon come out? Alright. It's gotta be sometime soon, right? He was the first upgrade I got. I'm trying to hit this boss guy, but he's surrounded by so many of his buddies. It's really hard to get in there. Now I've got a dragon, though. Okay, good. I hit him with an explosive. My dragon is going to be steadily gaining in damage and speed. Oh, gosh. I almost got hit by a guy. Okay. I'm going to try to weasel my way in here. I'm still trying to hit this boss dude. I want to get his giant XP boost, which I assume... Because I've killed him twice, and each time he gave me an XP boost, I'm just assuming that's what he always gives. But maybe there's other options, and I just haven't seen them yet. It's just been sheer chance. I love the chain reactions when we build up a bunch of the explosive dudes. Try to weasel my way in here. Okay. Okay, good. Okay, the boss is down. Oh, but this is a separate thing. Okay, I like double shot. Intense burn. Let's go double shot. Oh, quote me if Yakuza asks if I'm going to stream after my meeting. No, my meetings, I've got like meetings all afternoon, so I don't think I'll be able to stream after my meeting. I think this lunch break stream is going to be it, probably. By the way, it occurs to me that the fact that I had 20 minutes to play doesn't actually mean I have 20 minutes. Doesn't mean I can actually complete a game because the game pauses when I'm making these selections. So I probably can't complete this round no matter what I do. But triple the effect of the next upgrade you take? Wow, okay. Sure. What is that even gonna mean? If they've got, that means they have every, does that mean that every upgrade needs to have an effect that can be conceivably tripled? Like, what if I got Holy Shield? Like, what does Holy Shield do? Does that mean that we divide its, like, recharge rate by a third, maybe? Like this. Okay, so like rapid fire means I would go way rapid fire and reload a lot more. Would this be 3 magic daggers? Quote me if you accuse this. Imagine 3 dragons. Holy crap. And this could be 3 hit points. But power shot, just giving all of my bullets way more damage. That feels, oh gosh. I'm just, okay. Hold on. Oh my gosh, what the heck? I got distracted by my immense power. And now I'm in huge trouble. And I'm dead. I just got myself immediately killed. Radithcord says too much power. Yeah, okay, let's quit to the menu because I've only got like 10 minutes left and I need to, wait. I want to see. Okay, so I've got 8975 runes. Okay, so Shauna can reroll upgrades, which I haven't been doing. But if I unlock Diamond, how much does it cost to unlock Diamond? Oh, 1350. I can start with very high HP. Scarlet throws out a wave of fire every 3rd shot. Hina lets me right-click to summon a shadow clone that attacks nearby enemies. Okay. Spark does a bunch of lightning stuff. Lilith summons the spirits of enemies to chase down nearby enemies and deal 8 damage. And Abby, right-click to quickly shoot all of your remaining ammo in random directions. Wow, and then I got the different weapons here. So the revolver, trusty balanced weapon. Shotgun is short range with many projectiles. Hold the shoot button to charge. Charging gives more damage and piercing to my bullet. Oh, a crossbow, okay. Flame cannon, bullets burn enemies. Dual SMG, will 2 rapid shooting guns. Upgrades apply separately to each gun. Triggers on shoot effect twice. Shoot bats that chase down enemies. Bats are both bullets and it's a bat gun? What? Shoot explosive grenades. The explosions can hurt you, so you can't shoot at things that are close to you? That sounds terrifying. That sounds like an advanced weapon. Okay, so weapons. So the shotgun is 1350. The rest of them are 3150. Similarly, the first unlock here, Diamond, is 1350. The rest are 3150. Does it just mean, like, if I unlock Diamond with 1350, does that mean that Scarlet will also become 1350? Like, if I do them in order, it's cheaper than if I jump ahead, but I can jump ahead? Oh, and Quote Me If You Accuse It says, every hero you use gives different types of boosts from the bosses, too. Oh, interesting. Okay. Okay, so the reason I got the XP boost and the tripling of an upgrade was because I was Shauna. And if I was somebody else, I would get something else. Well, for my next playthrough, let's unlock Diamond and the shotgun. And I've only got 10 minutes, so I can't, even if things go really, really well, I can't possibly complete a round right now. Ooh, but I could do a 10-minute round. Let's do quick play mode. I've got 10 minutes. Let's do quick play mode and try out the shotgun. Oh, but it's only at 2 shots before I have to reload. I already feel more effective, though, than I did with the revolver. And I've got all this health. And since I wasn't even using the reroll ability, this is just a straight-up upgrade from Shauna for me. Now, I think once I get more of, like, a specific taste and strategy for this game, I'll probably actually want to use the reroll more. But at this point, like, I don't even know what's available. Okay, so rapid fire doesn't seem that valuable if you're reloading every second shot. Power shot, though, sounds pretty good. Let's do that. Yeah, I feel like you can almost stay on top of the enemies at this point. Like, I was constantly... Oh, what the... What am I doing? That was a completely unnecessary hit. Luckily, I've got 7 of those, so it's fine. Wow, yeah, I am upgrading much faster. Double shot. Wait, okay, so this is projectiles +1, not projectiles ×2. But this one does double. So I can eventually get to Fusillade, and that's going to be really powerful. Double shot right now is just going to take me from 4 to 5, right? Yeah, so it only takes me up from 4 to 5. So it's not that powerful, but because I know Fusillade is coming, Fusillade's going to make this ridiculous. Wow, yeah, this definitely... The extra reload time just feels like it is more than made up for by the extra damage that I do with each shot. And how more effective I am at, like, fighting a crowd. And so, you know... Ow! What? Oh! The trees can damage me? I've never even gotten close to a tree. I had no idea. Oh, it occurs to me that each of my shots is actually doing less damage than with the revolver, which makes sense. And the reason I'm killing enemies faster is because most of the time, enemies are getting hit by 2 bullets at once. And that's making it comparable to the revolver. When I'm shooting at a big crowd and each of my bullets is hitting a different enemy, it's going to take longer to kill the enemies that way. Still, more than makes up for it. Okay, so I could go... Oh, reload rate. Okay, so the reload rate going faster actually feels more valuable for this than it did for the revolver. But take aim, reducing the bullet spread. You know what? I'm going to do it, mostly just because it applies to the conversation I was having with Ranithcord earlier, where he was pointing out that actually reducing spread might be bad if you got a weapon that's all about spread. So I don't feel like this is a massive difference. Basically, this is pushing out the distance at which I do the same effect. So I can kind of stay further away from the enemies, but still have the same sort of concentrated effect on them. So I don't think the downsides of this are actually very strong. So good. Which still also makes me want it to not be red text. But whatever, it's fine. Boom. All right. That's just the way that I tend to play with shotguns in general. In general, I want shotgun spreads to be very narrow, just in games across the board. In games that have guns, obviously. Not every game has a shotgun. That would be weird. Alright, that's a big crowd. I keep feeling, because I've got the shotgun, I should be able to plow through this crowd, but I can't quite. Mostly because of how frequently I reload. But unfortunately, I haven't seen anything that actually, like, increases the size of my magazine. Penetration. Oh, that sounds interesting. That'll basically, yeah, all of my shots, and because I'm firing into a crowd, all of my shots hit somebody. So penetration feels like it basically doubles my shots. So this is an interesting dynamic because my, I have to reload after every 2 shots. And because each of my shots does about half the damage of a revolver shot, oh no. Ah! I basically have to, per enemy, shoot twice as many. I have to shoot twice and then reload to have the effect of 1 revolver shot. So the fact that I'm shooting so many enemies at once still gives us an advantage, but I don't know. It's just interesting sort of how they set it up here. I don't know what I'm saying. I have 5 minutes left before I'm meeting. I don't know. I might have to quit this early. And everyone's like, no, Jeffrey, we have faith in you. We know that you can lose at any amount of time. Yeah, let's increase bullet speed and bullet damage. Yeah, so now my bullets just penetrate straight through the crowd real fast. Wait, let's see what this upgrade is going to be. Diamond, strong will. When Diamond's HP is at or below half of max XP, increase piercing and stuff. Okay, cool. Well, I'm sure that's gonna happen pretty soon. And now, rapid fire doesn't help that much. Pyro Mage, the burn effect, yes. Bullet speed plus 10, automatically kill enemies below 20%. So the advantage of that is if I get that one ability where enemies spawn bullets, tiny little bullets that do very little damage, because those bullets become more powerful if they can insta-kill enemies at a certain level. Enemies that they would not normally kill, they will suddenly kill. So that seems like it would be a combo. Except I forgot what upgrade chain that was a part of. So I don't know what, oh wow. I don't know what initial thing to grab. Okay, I need to leave these enemies away from this crowd of XP. Oh man, this is a really, oh good. The guy who kills me is here. So I think this is gonna end really quickly. Dragon egg, oh man, I want the dragon egg, but I'm not gonna be here long enough for the dragon egg. So let's just do this, because why not? Oh wait, no, I should have chosen the shoot behind you thing. Because I'm not sure. Oh, gosh, what's going on here? Splinter, oh that's, okay, this is the enemy's exploded to bullets thing. Oh wait, no, okay, oh gosh. Oh, am I allowed to be out here? I thought I wasn't allowed to be out here. Okay, I'm gonna die, but that's fine. That'll be a satisfying way to end the stream. Having me just end the stream prematurely is gonna feel weird, but if this guy succeeds in killing me, that'll actually be a little bit more satisfying. Oh, okay, here we go. I got 1 health left. Oh. So, I gotta say, I'm really enjoying this. Like, this is hitting a lot of my top-down shooter sweet spot stuff. There we go, I'm dead. Okay, good. Satisfying ending. I have died. Back to the menu. It's weird that I have to go all the way back to the main menu in order to get to the menu where I unlock stuff. So yeah, for next time, I'm gonna unlock Scarlet and the crossbow, just to see what those are like. But I am going to have to go now. So thank you all for hanging out with me, especially Quote Me If Yakuza. He's new to my chat and had a lot of very useful information about this game, so I really appreciate your involvement here. Oh, so Quote Me If Yakuza says, I can actually check my runes on the top right next time. Okay, I'll have to keep my eye on that. Again, I get tunnel vision when I'm playing. It's very easy for me to miss stuff in the UI, so I appreciate all of the help. And yeah, I should just go because I got 1 minute until my meeting starts. So let's wrap up with my end screen and a subscribe button for YouTube people later on. I'll put some links to other videos, maybe some other top-down shooters, and you can check those out. And goodbye.